Okorocha blasts Uzodinma, "You are a liar." Former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has attacked his successor, Hope Uzodinma, branding him a liar for saying that aggrieved politicians were responsible for the attacks on security facilities in Imo. Uzodinma on Wednesday said he had facts that aggrieved politicians were responsible for the attack of security facilities in Imo that led to the escape of over 1,800 inmates and the burning of a police station. But Okorocha on Thursday, in a statement issued by his media office in Owerri, rubbished Uzodinma's claim. The former governor, according to the statement, spoke in Jos Plateau State when he paid a condolence visit to the family of late Mrs. Felicia Biskanga. He decried the security situation in Imo State, the security situation in Nigeria as a whole, and the security situation in the society, saying it was not palatable, adding that the nation was passing through a very difficult moment in her history. According to him, the recent attack on the police headquarters and the correctional facility or center in Imo State, the unending herdsmen crisis, the banditry, the unending Boko Haram kidnapping, among others, were all products of poverty and injustice. What are you saying? He said time had come for political leaders to tell themselves the truth and address this ugly situation to help men and women of the armed forces and the police who were currently fighting the symptoms and not the disease of poverty and injustice. Well, they know what to do because yeah, I don't even know. Nah, please. We're not gonna give credit to people just spewing garbage, I'd say, in my opinion, because again, it's the disrespect for me. It's not even like as if Rochas Okorocha was good in his own office anyway, and to blame this on poverty and injustice. Come on, okay, Nigeria has been poor and injustice has been in Nigeria for a very, very long time, and the level of hatred and disunity right now, it has been worse than it has ever been. So it can't be poverty or injustice because it has been long stagnant or long popular in the country beforehand, and it has been, something of high regret and all that. So it's like, again, you want to blame it on poverty and injustice. I mean, their go-to nah. Again, yes, nepotism and all that, but then the poverty and injustice is for you to fix. I hope they understand that. Someone says, "You are very much correct, my senator." You have to justify, like, okay, and so what? Someone says Rochas is one of the biggest criminal politicians in Nigeria. His plan is to force a state of emergency on Imo State and thereby stopping the ongoing recovery of state properties looted by himself and family. All his efforts to transfer the blame and actions to IPOB will surely fail. Okay, then someone replies and says, "Stop this nonsense talk. Stop calling Rochas in this case. Why is it that you people don't appreciate good things that Rochas did? Nothing wrong. If it's me, I will just keep watching." Someone says Rochas is evil. All I can decipher from this statement is a desperate man trying to transfer blame to IPOB. I'm sure he's behind Imo police attack. IPOB is not violent. Rochas is the culprit and should be arrested. Do you think so too? Again, I don't know. It's sort of I guess the losing party, I'd say, are the ones that are sort of, what's the word? When they're not in power, they have the most to stay until they get into the power, into that position. So it's like, again, I think it's also problematic when people just say things like this, and I hope it's a lesson to Nigerians to be intentional about who they put in power. And even if the majority of what you think did not win, we have to be accountable, and they need to give us proof that they won by attaching a face and name and identification to whoever voted for whatever party to win. Again, it's just a sign that we can't just put anyhow people in power, because again, they will show how anyhow that they are. Because again, they would only remember us when it's time to give us rice and collect vote. That is it. That is just it. And it's something that we need to break down, because again, that system has long been ineffectual. Someone here says Rochas talked sense. Rochas is evil. Like, please. Someone says at least true talk Okorocha. Again, whether you agree or not, what tends to be a constant, pattern with politicians who are not in the ruling party is that they'd say things that are pleasing. It shows that they know what they're doing, because they'd say things that are pleasing to the ears of the Nigerians, things that are basically so evident. And then you think that, okay, fine, these ones, they actually have, integrity and have passion, until they get into that same position, and then the language changes. So again, that goes to prove even more that they know what they're doing, they understand what they're doing, and they are deliberate in making sure that people suffer. And it just shows how the lack of disrespect, and how to us, we are just a commodity that's just bought for votes. So yeah, I guess it's a sad occurrence. Everything is just sad. It is very, very sad. But again, I think that we have to go back to that 1999 constitution and read. There's no way we don't have power. There is no way. And if we go back and we say that it was nicely coined for the benefits of just the elites only, we know that this country actually needs restructuring. But then restructuring, all it has been is a conversation. Very, very sad. All it has been was a conversation, and again, it just is. So yeah, again, Rochas Okorocha, not that he was perfect in office as well. I mean, what has he done? Again, Nigeria is so obviously bad that if someone has done something so good, it will be so highlighted. So again, in his small way, like Desmond Elliot, he might have done something impactful for the society, but then again, what if he hasn't? It will speak for itself. So again, it's like we know the language of these politicians. We know they only need us when it's time for votes, and when they're not in the ruling party, they'd be the one to condemn, they'd be the one to protest and do the most until they get there and forehand and fumble the bag. So again, it's sad, but it's that's what it is. It is what it is, because again, it's so sad. But yeah, so what do you think about this? Because this is what Nigeria has come to, calling this person a liar. I mean, it's the lack of class for me. But again, they don't rate themselves. They don't rate Nigeria. They don't even rate the office they represent. Because if they did, they would not be talking in this kind of manner. But yeah, it is what it is. Put what I think. Do you believe that Rocha's calling Uzodinma a liar is absolutely justified? And what do you think Uzodinma's reaction should have been as a governor towards the burning down of the correctional facility in Imo State? Put what I think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.